the inner battle, conquering the Nafs ego. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, my friends, to a session dedicated to the most crucial and continuous struggle of our lives, the inner battle. We often think of our greatest challenges as external trials of wealth, health, or relationships. But the truest, most relentless war is fought within the sanctuary of our own hearts. It is the battle to conquer the Nafs, our ego, our self. This inner self, with all its desires and whims, is a double-edged sword. It is the source of our passion and drive, but also the root of our anger, greed, and arrogance. Today, we will not just talk about the Nafs, we will learn to understand it. We will explore the 3 stages of this inner self, and most importantly, we will uncover the spiritual and practical tools given to us in Islam to tame it, purify it, and transform it from an enemy into our greatest ally on the path to Allah. Understanding the Nafs. The 3 stages, the journey of the soul, is a journey through its own inner landscape. Islamic psychology beautifully outlines 3 distinct stages of the Nafs. So understanding which stage we are in is the first step towards self-improvement. An-Nafs al-Ammarah, the commanding self. This is the lowest and most dangerous stage. It is the ego that commands evil and inclines toward worldly desires without a second thought. It is ruled by passion, impulsiveness, and a craving for instant gratification. This is the part of us that seeks comfort over obedience, pleasure over piety, and acts without a moral compass. A person in this stage is a slave to their desires. An-Nafs al-Lawwamah, the reproachful self. This is a critical stage of spiritual awakening. The al-Lawwamah is the self that feels guilt and regret after committing a sin. It is the conscience that scolds and reproaches us. While it may still succumb to desires, it is a self that knows the difference between right and wrong and is striving to do better. This internal struggle, this feeling of remorse, is a sign of a living heart and a powerful catalyst for change. An-Nafs al-Mutma'innah, the content self. This is the ultimate goal, the purified, contented, and tranquil self. It is the soul that has achieved peace and stability through sincere faith and obedience to Allah. It is no longer swayed by the whims of desire, but finds its satisfaction in the remembrance of its Lord. Allah speaks of this soul in the Quran. O contented soul, return to your Lord well pleased and pleasing to Him. This is a state of true inner freedom and peace. The battlefield within. Our greatest jihad, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, once returned from a battle and said, "We have returned from the minor jihad to the major jihad." When asked what the major jihad was, he replied, "The jihad of the Nafs." This inner struggle is a constant, daily effort that is more difficult than any external fight. It is the battle against our own arrogance, our own selfishness, our own laziness. This inner battle is the source of all our character. When you choose patience over anger, you are conquering your Nafs. When you choose to give charity despite your love for money, you are conquering your Nafs. Every small act of goodness that goes against your lower desires is a victory on this battlefield. We cannot win this war with physical strength, but with spiritual fortitude and an unshakable connection to Allah, the weapons of the believer. How to conquer the Nafs. We are not left defenseless on this battlefield. Islam has provided us with a powerful arsenal of spiritual weapons to discipline and conquer the ego. Fasting Psalm. Fasting is the ultimate exercise in conquering the Nafs. By depriving the body of food and drink, we weaken the desires that fuel the ego. We learn self-control and discipline, and we are reminded that our true nourishment comes not from the physical world, but from our connection to Allah. Dhikr, remembrance of Allah. The heart finds its true peace and tranquility in the remembrance of Allah. Constant dhikr purifies the heart and cleanses it of the whispers of the ego. When the mind is occupied with the glory and greatness of Allah, there is no room for arrogance, envy, or greed. Dua, supplication. Our most powerful weapon is dua. We must continuously call upon Allah to help us in our struggle. Ask Allah to purify your heart, to protect you from your ego's whispers, and to grant you a contented soul. By asking, we affirm our weakness and our complete dependence on Him, which is the antithesis of the ego's pride. Muhasabah, self-reflection. We must make a daily habit of reflecting on our deeds. At the end of each day, ask yourself, was I patient today? Did I give in to my anger? Was I sincere in my prayers? This honest self-accounting keeps the ego in check and ensures we are always striving for betterment. Conclusion. The journey to a contented soul, the journey to conquer the nafs, is a lifelong one. It is not about eliminating the self entirely, but about refining it, purifying it, and directing it toward its true purpose, the worship of Allah. The goal is to move from a self that commands evil to a self that regrets evil, to a self that finds ultimate contentment in its Lord. This struggle is the essence of our spiritual lives. It is the major jihad that defines our character, purifies our intentions, and ultimately determines our final destination. By using the spiritual weapons Allah has given us, we can win this inner battle and find true peace and freedom from the tyranny of our own desires. What other aspects of Islamic spirituality would you like to explore?